Facebook. I'm Maureen Charnelson of MTN Matchmaking, and this is Justine,
Hi,
our office manager, and this is Lisa, our marketing manager, and the lovely Kathy, our temp.
she wants to pop in fast.
Pop in fast, so everyone.
Yay!
Yay for Kathy. So Kathy came up with a great idea, and she emailed a lot of our male clients and asked them what questions you routinely have about dating, just so we can answer them on Facebook Live, because as a lot of our friends have told us, on Facebook Live, they don't want to ask questions to us.
Mm-hmm.
So this way, maybe your question that you thought of, we're going to answer for you today, and the questions have anything to do with sex, love, and fitness, okay? So as you're tuning in too, feel free to ask us your question as well, as long as it has to do with one of those three areas. So Kathy, what was the first question that a guy asked?
The first question was, how long should I wait until sex?
Okay, well, I hear this question all the time with my clients, and we all work with our clients because we have 2,000 clients, so
Yes.
obviously there's different programs, so someone might say, oh, I want Justine as my dating coach, etc. So we all have different personalities too. So
Yeah.
Justine is the nice one in giving dating advice,
Yes.
and Lisa is the mean one.
The better word is harsh.
She's harsh, but she's direct, and it's the truth. So you really want that, and you need that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the rational one, the diplomatic one.
Right.
I'll always tell you the facts, but I'll try to say it in a very easygoing tone as to not hurt your feelings. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So to answer one of our clients' questions about having sex, because again, we get this question all the time.
We got an LOL from Keith.
Oh, hey, Keith.
I'm glad you find this funny.
Okay, when it comes to having sex, never on the first date. I can't tell you how many times I'll hear someone in the dating industry say, oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with having sex on a first date. If you want to eventually get married or a committed relationship with someone that you want to share the rest of your life with, you have a much better chance if you wait to have sex until you've gotten to know a certain amount of that person. And it takes about 6 months on the outside world. Now, I'm not saying to wait 6 months. I know every guy's like, all right, see you, Marty. Never go to the house.
I was going to be like, that's not realistic.
But I'm just saying, when you're looking for love, the real love, if you find it on the outside world, you'll know in 6 months as your relationship develops if she will be the one or he will be the one. Okay.
So we're having a lot of people tune in right
But
now.
you don't have to wait that long if you're having sex. But what I always recommend is sex brings out a lot of emotions with ladies.
Oh,
so
Matt said, hey, just shared for us.
Yay, okay. Matt
With the kissy face. Thanks, Matt.
Matt and Brendan from A1, our friends, A1 VIP Entertainment, for all your ticket needs. And thank you to all my colleagues for always calling and using A1 VIP Entertainment. And even if something is sold out, they could always get you tickets for it. And they are the best. So check them out at a1vipentertainment.com. So back to sex. What I usually say is once the two of you have the talk as to that you just want to be with each other, then that's the best time for both male and female. Guys, we know you can have it on day one, okay? But with females and my clients over the 16 years of matchmaking, women being so more emotional, we take sex as more than just a physical act. Wouldn't you agree?
1,000%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now, of course, there's going to be exceptions. Of course, there's going to be women on there saying, oh, I got to test out the goods before I blah, blah, blah. But not saying wait forever. Not saying wait a certain amount of time. I'm saying wait the time
So you're in that committed
till
place.
you are both committed to each other. That way, things are going to get awkward once you put the equation of sex in the picture. It happens all the time.
Mhm.
I don't know anyone that sex has never changed their relationship.
My thing is, I feel like sex right away, say he doesn't text you or vice versa,
Right.
so you're going to think, oh, am I used? If you don't have that tension, you don't have to worry about it. So I think not longer you wait, but if you time it out, I just think it's better to wait.
Yes. And
Not as much stress.
nice dating coach, what would you
I think it's
say?
fantastic to wait, obviously. I'm not.
All right.
No. I mean, I think you.
How about for Halloween? You could be the angel.
I was.
You could
Do you
be
know
the
that? Do you know
devil.
that I was just thinking that? I swear to God. Or maybe we could do the reverse, since like we'll be like not ourselves. Anyway, so what I was saying was, yeah, I think when you feel like you're in that committed place is when you can move it to that next level.
Yeah.
Okay, Kathy, any peeps?
George said, hello, gorgeous ladies.
And then Leah set up there, which was right under Matt's comment from earlier, is yay, got on with my headphones.
Leah is bowling right now. So happy Leah is safe in Florida.
Oh,
Thank
yes,
God.
thank God.
Okay, our prayers are going to all of our friends that are in Florida, Leah, Mo, and Kim, and, everyone else, of course. And so I'm glad you're tuning in, Leah. And George, thank you. We're glad you're here as well.
Okay, well, there's a lot of people joining
now
in.
for the
Thanks,
second
guys.
question. Okay, what's the second question then? Now, remember, only guys, we ask these questions too. Okay, but I'm sure women are thinking the same things, basically.
Where are good places for a first date?
Okay, I really like this question.
Yeah, I love this one.
Because in the summer, it's very simple. Go to Freeport. Go to any outside cafe.
Or you could go to Jones Beach.
Right? Yes. So the
Concert.
summer is always going to be the easiest place for dating, the easiest time of year to date. And I say that all the time. But fall is actually the most exciting time because of the beauty of nature.
Yeah.
So I always recommend the first time, just go for a drink or two someplace that you get to see some of nature. I always like maybe going into the city, taking a walk, going out for a quick lunch. That would be a perfect date.
Right.
Any ideas?
For like
ladies?
the fall time, there's so many fall activities. You could go like pumpkin picking if you wanted to. That could be like a really cute first date.
Even like, I don't know, to me, this is my ideal date. Always a bottle of wine, because why not? And then like just walking through, I know like right in East Islip, if like you're from Suffolk County, the Arboretum, you could go in there and split a bottle of wine. And like even that, it's simple, but it's nice. And
Not
it's
one each,
romantic.
right?
I mean, 3 each,
Joking.
whatever. But
I'm
kidding.
joking. Okay, very, very
Do
good.
something like that, yeah.
Yes, I like that.
And then when we move into the winter-ish time, for good first date could be like going to see the tree
Yes,
and stuff like that.
that is
really cute.
my favorite
Mhm.
date. But
Yeah.
I have to know a guy, say for at least a month,
Yeah.
and I have to really like him for me to go and see
the tree, right?
romantic
If I don't like
Christmas
them, then
tree.
you just ruin the
Ruins
tree.
it. Oh, nice tree. See ya. Hope you had a good time. I can
I'll
walk
never go back
I
to
can
that
walk back
tree.
to the train myself. Cab, Uber.
I'll take the later one.
So, but
Anyway.
yes, the city is seeing the Christmas tree is a great idea for the winter. So now, as you can see, when we're talking about bad dates or things, the key is to have a good date. So that's what we do at MTN Matchmaking. I am always doing the matchmaking, and I meet with everyone personally and privately in my Melville office where we are now. So you'll come in, you'll meet with me. And if you want, you could have one of these beautiful ladies to help you with your dating search, or you could have me. Okay? And I do the matchmaking every Monday. So, now today is Facebook Live Friday. Thanks for tuning in.
Happy Friday.
And please, guys, especially, because we love your questions, feel free to ask us your questions. We have a couple more, of course, but just... don't be shy about it. It's Facebook Live. Come on, guys. I apologize that I bought a curling iron at a garage sale. Leah, a girl sold me a curling iron for $1. So I'm like, score. I can keep my good one at home, bring one to work for Facebook Live Fridays. And it doesn't work. So, doesn't work.
No.
Okay, so just wanted to say, in case anyone's like, ooh, did Maureen just roll out of bed? No, I did not. Someone sold me a faulty curling iron. So, going garage sailing is actually a good date if the guy and girl are into it. And I'm not talking about like the crappy ones. I'm talking about the fun tag sales. That I think that is really cool. And I know guys that like that. So as long as they don't get in my way of trying to get a bag, like a Chanel bag for $10, if a guy, well, if he bought it for me, that would be like the greatest thing in the world. But
automatic second date.
yes. So if you don't know, I collect designer bags. What do you collect, Justine?
I guess bags too. Yeah, shoes. I like shoes and bags. And jewelry.
I would say shoes and jewelry.
Jewelry. I love jewelry too.
Big on jewelry.
Okay. All right. So typical, easy. What about you, Kathy? What do you like to collect?
I actually like scarves for
Really?
winter.
Nice.
I love
Scarves.
scarves. Yeah.
Wow.
It can
Boy,
really change up the outfit.
I have a lot of scarves I can give you. I have a whole bunch of scarves and I just don't wear them.
Really?
Scarves.
Yeah.
I love scarves.
I don't
like
know.
scarves.
But okay, good. All right. So what's the next question, Kathy?
The next
Since our guys on Facebook Live are shy today.
What are some red flags when dating?
Ooh.
Okay. Well, I think what that guy means is how can he tell if a girl's not into him? Is that what the guy was alluding to?
Yeah.
You know, like that would be a red flag. Like, okay, she doesn't really like me, so he wants to pick up on it so he knows she's not into him. Because that's hard. You know, if someone isn't into the other person, it's a difficult thing, and it happens to every single one of us. And you know, it says a lot about a person the way you handle that. Maybe one day we'll talk about our magic mirror syndrome, but maybe later today we'll discuss that with all of you, and you could find out what a magic mirror actually is in the matchmaking world. Okay, but so a red flag I would say is if you're on a date with a girl and she reaches over, she's like, "Oh, that's so funny," she's into you.
Yes.
Oh, you know what else I heard once? And you can tell me if it's true. If you're sitting whatever, like we're sitting right, and a girl crosses her legs and it's towards you, that means she's interested. If her legs are crossed the other way, she's not.
Well, that's body language.
Yeah, body language.
And a lot of times that's subconscious, but there's other variables too with subconscious behavior.
Is that true? I've heard that before. I don't know. I guess.
Again, you don't really know because other dynamics can be going on. You know, I have guys that sit across from me sometimes, and since we changed the chairs, and you know they're like this, I'm like, oh, stop, right, you know, leave. I know you're not into this, and you can't waste my time. I'm too busy. That chair pushes men back, so to even it out, they do tend to have to do this. Now, a lot of guys will come right out and say to me, I'm crossing my arms. I'm sorry, but something's wrong with your chair. So I guess we should be getting a new chair for our clients.
So you won't be confused.
So that on a date, if anyone's crossing their arms, they're not into you. If a girl is rolling her eyes, because that's... You know, I've never been good with hiding my nonverbal communication, but I think that helps me as a matchmaker too, because people are paying me money so I can tell them the truth and help them be the best dater possible and to get them into marriage. Which, by the way,
hi Linda.
Hey Linda, we love Linda. So I have had the unique honor. Did we mention it last week that one of my successors that are getting married in June asked me to officiate their wedding?
I think that's so cool.
So, Facebook peeps, if I become your matchmaker and if I get you married, I could also marry you at a ceremony. Just a little tidbit of information to add to my repertoire. So, okay, back to the red flags. So, guys, if you see a girl giving those red flags, then
even
don't.
looking down at the watch.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Like the classic casual.
Now, there's a couple of red flags that guys do, but they're just rude.
Okay.
Checking your phone on
Right.
a date.
Okay.
Just don't
Yeah,
do it.
I agree.
Even
yeah.
if you're not into that girl, don't.
It's just inconsiderate.
Right. Don't
Yeah.
be disrespectful that you would do something like that because it's disrespectful.
Right.
We all know what you're doing.
Right.
So always, just be polite. Try to end it quickly. Don't lie. Everyone sees through. Oh, I got a text. My kid is sick.
Yeah.
Don't be saying stuff like that. Because everyone uses the same stupid excuse when it's an excuse.
My dog ate my homework.
Which one time my dog ate my credit card, and I just picked it up. I didn't realize the extent of it, and I went to buy something, and it wouldn't go through, and I had to say my dog ate my credit card, and it was really embarrassing. But I have the best dog ever, Bailey. Leah, what do you think about Bailey? Come on, Leah, tune in. Leah might be involved in our Florida office, which we're going to be opening soon.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone knows anyone that's in Florida that is single, and also, before we get to the rest of the questions, we have a couple of new elite clients, which means elite clients we do extra marketing and extra promotions for. So one of them is a beautiful lady, just say 60 plus. Her name is Maureen,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
She that's all we can tell you personally, but she's beautiful. She's
great.
so well put together.
Mm-hmm.
She's such a nice personality and she's smart. So guys, any guys, 60s, 70s, even 80s, because we have our wonderful guy, don't say his name now, but we have a man who is, won't even say his name, 80s. We love him to death. Love, love, love him. So if anybody knows of a man, 60s, late 60s, 70s, and 80s, that is very financially stable because she is too, and who loves all the finer things in life, like the opera and going into the city and Broadway, please let us know, because being in that elite program we do have the capabilities of bringing in people specifically. So that's one of our great new peeps. Then there's a couple of, the young attorney girl.
Yeah.
She is 29. So, guys, who wouldn't want a beautiful, blonde, sexy, 29-year-old attorney?
Yeah.
Guys, that's what we have here. We have 2,000 of the best singles on Long Island and Manhattan. So give us a call. And again, it's a free consultation. So if you come in and you just don't think the program's for you, then fine. But chances are you're going to love the program. Okay, what did Leah say?
Leah wrote, I'm at the bowling alley. Sound is going in and out.
With the crying face.
Okay. All right. Well, so comfortable putting my... Okay, this is not a good move, though, on a date. This is kind of like she's trying to look cool or something. In my case, it's just very,
Right.
We're sitting on our desks, basically. We're not sitting on chairs, so it's just comfortable for me. So Now, today, also, we have Trainer James.
Woo! Trainer James.
So,
Training by James.
this one... Oh, wait, it's the opposite of the same. Oh, no, it isn't.
No.
Okay, sorry. So we are going to Trainer James today at 5 p.m. in Farmingdale. So if anybody wants to get into shape and wants to do it in a small group of our peeps, you are welcome to join. It's reasonably priced.
Yeah.
James is absolutely the best when it comes to training. He comes to my house at 7 a.m. On Tuesdays, sometimes Thursdays, and we see him on Fridays and sometimes Sundays. Everyone that has gone to him has seen amazing results.
He's great. His workouts, and when you're doing his workouts, you don't even realize how much work you're putting into it because he's just a lot of fun. And also, if you ever have any quick questions about food or drinks or anything,
Thanks.
he's helped me already with what drinks to have and
Right.
a priority.
Which, speaking of, hold it. Speaking of drinking, are
Yes.
you really giving up drinking
Yes.
for a month?
Yeah.
And we don't
I don't want
understand
to talk
what
about
that means.
it.
I commend you. I think that's wonderful.
My parents don't believe me.
I don't believe you. I
don't believe myself.
Neither do I.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe me either, actually.
But I commend you for it. I switched drinking to now just Tito's and something like club soda or something. And that has really made a difference in my drinking life.
Isn't seltzer, if you have to, like if you want to mix drink, isn't seltzer good for you?
When I have a mixed drink, I usually get like, I'll have like a Tito's and seltzer.
Because I used to do like,
that's usually what I do.
Sugary drinks and that.
That's not good.
No, I don't
James
drink
yells
that.
at me for that.
Yeah, he wasn't too happy when I told him
And
that.
obviously it's very bad. I know it's Diet Coke, but that's like crack to me. And I'm trying. I've never done crack. I've never done anything but smoke pot a handful of times in my life. Nothing else. Ever, ever, ever.
That's good.
But when it comes to Diet Coke, I just can't get off it. So I'm down to just one of these a day.
But I love soda too. I love ginger
But
ale
it's
and
so
soda.
I
bad,
hate
though.
soda.
If anyone has any suggestions on how you can get me off Coke, I would just love to
There's
hear
like
that.
maybe there's a Diet Coke patch. That's true.
So now we also want to recommend Brian Anderson Construction.
Yes.
So
Yay, Brian.
he is one of the best construction companies that we know of. He specializes in Suffolk County, but he can come to Nassau County as well, which is great. And he does everything. So, there's nothing, that's what I like about construction guys and companies that, some of them, okay, we just do painting, we just do windows, blah, 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 or roofs. He can do everything. So if you need any construction needs, look up briananderson.com and just say that the girls at MTN Matchmaking told you about him. So who else did A1 VIP Entertainment, of course.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and coming up is the Long Island Beauty Ball,
Yeah.
October 30th. We are on the committee for it, as I am every single year, and it benefits. All the proceeds goes to Mondays at Racine, and if you know anyone that is undergoing cancer care, could be any type of cancer, and they're going through chemo or anything, Mondays at Racine's is an organization that they give free services on Mondays on certain salons across Long Island. They're called charter salons. And there's a bunch of them. There's like 20 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So what a great thing that they're doing. Carla, who is one of the owners, I just love her to death.
So nice.
She's such a giving person. She came up with this idea. So if you know anyone that is going through cancer, look up Mondays at Racine, and that person can get free, nails, hair, all that great stuff that they really need going through that.
Guess who just joined?
Who?
D'Angelo.
One of my success stories. Yay! How are you, babes?
How are you?
We love you.
Yay.
So I'm going to be meeting with you and Jeremy on a Saturday in October, just so I could be very organized in doing what I'm doing for you, which is private. And I can't wait. I am honored. I'm so happy that you're getting married. I love you both to death.
So exciting.
When people come to MTN Matchmaking, it's not just to get a date.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't just match people up because, like yesterday, for example, I signed up another beautiful, beautiful girl who is referred to me by actually 2 success stories, okay? Mm-hmm. But one of the guys that I have successful is with a girl who, again, is also very beautiful. And the woman said the funniest thing is the exact look he likes, which is his ex-wife, and she left him. That's exactly what the girl looks like that I matched him with now. So she said to me, do you factor that in? Because how did you get that 100%? I forgot to tell you girls that this happened yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. I match people up based on 3 points of compatibility, and you do get to pick 5 must-haves. So this girl obviously had the 5, but it wasn't based upon looks. It was just crazy, ironic, and was very lucky. But so again, Deandra, she's very lucky too because she's a wonderful person, and Jeremy is amazing. He's so lucky to have her. We love our success stories, and when someone gets married through us, goes behind the wall, hopefully. A lot of times people are shy, though. They don't want to do that. But we're so blessed with having the best clients ever, and our success stories we love very much. Okay, how about a question from Kathy?
Do you think it's appropriate when a guy curses on the first date?
Okay, never. Okay, never, guys.
No.
Never, ever. Now, personally, that could be a different story as far as, like, say, Justine. You had mentioned earlier, you might be okay with that.
It depends on the situation in the sentence.
Do the toe situation, sorry.
Okay, so I'm saying that they thought this was really funny. That's what I'm telling you guys.
There's just
So
such a
I don't know if
specific
everyone's gonna think so.
situation. So
Okay, this is what I'm saying.
Exactly
This
how
is
you
right.
said
I'm saying
Your
that.
So I'm
imagination
saying
is so
guys
good.
cannot curse under any
And I'm like, well, what if
circumstances on a
something happened and you like accidentally like banged your toe on like your
Didn't you
car
say
door, stub your toe,
Stub your
bang your toe, or like you
So, yeah.
hit your leg with the door. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
so
And you're just
if
like,
you stub
F.
your
You know what I mean?
toe, if you stub your toe,
Like
yes.
something happened and it just comes out and you're like, F. Like, you know what I
Okay,
mean?
so-
So I'm not gonna
So-
freak out.
Okay, so clearly that's okay.
Right.
We don't want the guys that are coming in, calling up, saying, "You're the F&B."
Oh no, well, that's
Yeah, no.
disrespectful. That's just like,
Now,
okay.
again, the reason why I'm saying that is there are guys that do call up, and they'll even curse on the phone.
No,
that-
which also that's not.
Yeah, there are
we
some
should
guys
not
that,
be
like,
cursing.
Curse
women
as in
don't
it's
do
like,
that.
hi, how are you?
Yeah,
No.
and what I hear from the ladies on the internet is, that's rampant on the internet. Guys are always doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Now, some of my guys will, say, well, I curse. And I always have to say, you do have to put your best foot forward in the beginning, because it's not like you're portraying someone you're not. Okay, I'm not ever saying to do that. But as you get to know someone, you should be on your best behavior. You really should, because
Right.
you want to impress that person. And then slowly, as you get to know that person, then
That's true.
the chemistry starts to unfold. Once the chemistry begins, then you slowly become more and more of your unique personality, and maybe a curse now and then when you stub your toe or something like that.
Because then you
It's-
know them by then.
Yes.
In the beginning, it's,
Yes.
oh, I went out with the guy that curses. Like, do you already
Exactly.
notice that? No.
Yes.
Who would? So.
Leave all your bad blank
Yeah.
at home.
Right.
Never on the first 3 dates. So, I say that all the time to my guys, and a lot of times, because the girls will call up the next day and they'll say, he cursed.
Right.
I don't want to go. Here's the key is to be able to control it. So if you can control your cursing, that means you can go 3 days without
And
cursing.
here's the thing:
Right.
when you're first starting to see somebody, and this can even extend a little bit past the first 3 dates, girls want to be like wooed, So it's like, guys, like, you should be doing everything you can to kind of like impress us and really make us get what's the word, wooed or whatever,
Yes,
that word. So
enamored with you.
yes,
And girls, you have to do the same thing.
yeah,
for
yeah,
guys.
it's a two-way right. It's
And-
a two-way street.
Girls, what I have noticed, and guys, you're going to love this, all the girls in my program, they know all that. So I have some of the most beautiful girls here in my program. They will get dolled up for a date. That's why you can't do coffee dates here
No.
at MTN Matchmaking.
No, you can't. It's like,
I mean, on the internet, guys will say, let's go for coffee. And it's because they're
I
already
can
thinking,
proudly say I have never been on a coffee date in my life. Thank God. I would never go.
That's good.
I know, I
Well,
would never go. It's just,
since Justine, you might not know, came in first as a client. And really, like this, I have her matched up already and on hold with,
a guy, I'm not going to say his name.
okay, well, that's why I didn't say it, just in case.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it really happened like this because it is based upon compatibility. They're very compatible. So, that's,
And I just feel like if a guy curses right away on a date, like, you're not going to have an open mind after that. So anything else that happens
right.
after on that date, it's like, okay, he's still the person that cursed. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So, again, shouldn't have used that voice. That's the voice I used as that example. we have a name for that at, my family, that I'm that I'm copying someone doing that voice,
Right.
So I really shouldn't have done that voice, but that should just let you know, ladies out there, that the guys that are in my program, they don't have that voice. I have the best guys too. These guys, they have their act together, they dress nice, they're serious, they're financially stable, they're funny. These guys come in and they actually try to impress me just because they're meeting with me on the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a guy and everything I just said, you're thinking, oh, that's me, you should come in like this because I can match you like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all it takes. Be yourself. Be a great quality person without any ego. And we talk about this a little bit every single week, that if you are a great person and you don't have ego, you are going to be successful so fast here.
Mm-hmm.
The only obstacle, someone who, say, has it all, the only obstacle is if they do have ego. Mm-hmm. And it gets in the way, and it really hurts your success in dating on the outside world and here as well. So, if I'm your dating coach, I would let that person know instantly, and I'm sure they would take my advice. Now, Justine would say it very sweetly to the person. Lisa, what would you say to a guy with an ego? Since you're the mean
I
one?
would be so nice.
Obviously, this is how. Okay, so she's gonna
you're wasting time.
This is how I would phrase it. What, if they have an ego problem, you're saying?
Yes.
So I would say.
So a guy has it all. He's gorgeous. He has a great job. He's smart. He's successful. But he has an ego. That's the type of guy we're saying don't be.
Right. So I would say something along, the lines of, maybe you shouldn't, you're kind of going about it in this way, but you really should be going about it in this way. And just try to open up their eyes to see what they're missing out on because this ego is kind of holding them back. Right. Okay. Along those lines. I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to be in the conversation, but yeah. So, and you would say?
I mean, I would be nice about it.
You're the mean one. You're not nice. Don't pretend to be nice.
Don't pretend
I
to
would
these
basically
people.
tell them you're wasting your time if you're not going to remove
Right.
your ego. And not in a negative way, but it's true.
But that's
You have
good
to fix
because
yourself before you go any further.
And you know what? I've noticed with guys, and please, would you answer me, for God's sake? Let me know. I think guys really appreciate that Lisa's blunt. She's going to let you know. Now, obviously, I'm like that too, but, I always try to say it with a smile on my face. So that's the difference between the dating coaching here that goes on. Okay, any other questions, Kathy?
And Leah commented, having moved to Florida 18 years ago, I have to say that New Yorkers normally curse a lot. When I come back from a visit, I have a potty mouth, then it goes away.
Okay.
It's pretty
well,
accurate.
Leah, yes, but we're talking about going on a first 3-date process with someone.
Right.
That in that situation, just whether you're in New York or Florida, just don't have that.
Right.
And yes, of course, I like to curse this for fun. I never curse in anger. I don't think I ever have. Yeah. This is not my personality. But I curse for the fun of it. But on the first 3-date with someone, just don't curse because it just comes across as that you're not trying.
Right.
And we all talked about how important it is for guys to try.
Yeah. Yeah, you both should be trying. Yes.
Yeah, girls and
From
guys.
the beginning, yeah.
And just think how great of a match it is going to be when you meet someone here at MTN Matchmaking. You're compatible in 3 ways. Mm-hmm. You have 5 different things to choose from that are the must-haves. So let's quickly tell everyone our must-haves just for fun. Because, guys, I want to hear what your must-haves are because I could see your photos. So I could see these handsome guys here. Okay, no one else can see your photos, just so you know. Only we can see it. So let us know what your 5 must-haves are in a girl as we tell you our 5 must-haves. Go ahead.
Let's see. Funny, ambitious, caring, I guess trustworthy, and like protective.
Good. Yours?
They have to have a good sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
They can't be too sensitive.
Because
She's mean.
I feel like guys have a thick skin.
You'll verbally beat them up, mentally beat them up.
Yeah, they
It's
just you don't. Right, we don't want that. We want somebody.
You don't mess with Lisa.
We want somebody to keep her on our toes.
Family oriented, definitely, because I'm very big into
I like that
family,
too. I like that
so
too.
I want them to appreciate that. Hardworking. I don't want to be working my butt off at my job and they're just sitting home. No. And I want a guy that works out. I love working out, so
With
couple
Trainer
working
James.
out. Yeah. What about you, Maureen?
Okay, so with
We've gone
me,
over this so many times now, but
Okay, so
protective,
protective,
right?
you know, has
Like a
to
man,
be
yeah.
a man,
Right,
so
yeah.
strong.
Yeah, strong. Like take care of you.
You know, intelligent.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. That's actually a really good one.
Funny,
See?
loyal,
That's a good one.
and did I say family oriented?
No.
Okay, family oriented because my two boys who are 20 and 22 are my life. My boys are my life. So a guy would have to love the fact that I have two amazing boys and how they are in my life. So that's ours. Now I think Leah might have wrote in hers, right?
They can't get insulted with my sarcasm.
Oh, yes. Okay, so let's talk about sarcasm. So we have someone in the office who is sarcastic.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Angel.
See, that's an example of I just don't get sarcasm. So on dates, okay, if you have a sarcastic sense of humor, just know that the person you're with, they might have in their first 5 must-haves funny, okay? And if I think the person's funny, then yes, that would be a good match. But the only time that becomes tricky is if the humor is sarcasm, because I personally don't get sarcasm.
Yeah, that could be like insulting to
Yeah,
people.
yeah. And I found a lot of my clients, the women, they feel as I do, but everyone's
Right.
different, obviously. So what's your thoughts on sarcasm?
I think until you get to know the person, if you're tend to be sarcastic, probably hold back a little bit because you can maybe come off
that's
in
a
the
good
wrong
idea.
way.
Yeah.
But once you get to know somebody, usually if they get to know you, you get to know them, then and you can know like, okay, maybe they can handle it, they can't handle it, then you kind of proceed that way. But I think everyone can be sarcastic in their own way. Some people overdo it, but yeah.
I would say not to be sarcastic on the first date or in the
First
beginning
date,
because
yeah.
because I think sarcasm could come off very condescending too if the other person's not comfortable with it. But all in all, if you do get to know the person and you are sarcastic, make sure you're really funny behind what you're saying sarcasm,
That's
or
a good
it'll
point.
always
Yes.
come off rude.
Yeah,
so make sure you're funny.
Yes, that's
Yeah. Because if it's just sarcasm without humor,
Yes.
then it's annoying.
that's good because if you're funny, you can
pull it off.
Yeah, you can pull off anything if you say it in a funny
Right.
tone. And I think that's my personality. I love to laugh, and I love when
Right.
people laugh. So, guys, we're waiting to see what your 5
And make
must-haves
sure
are.
your sarcasm isn't over a sensitive topic or anything, because then it will never be funny.
Yeah.
Just be smart.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Very good point.
But those things you want to know so you really get to know somebody.
Right, exactly.
What does Leah say now?
She commented, "You were right in what you were saying. I have to bite my tongue at times."
Yeah.
Thank you, Leah, for saying I'm right. We were talking about this the other day, that this happens all the time. And it's funny. It's really funny that I'll say, okay, you should do this in dating. And then the person will do it. And they'll say, how did you know that? Or, this is what I've been doing for 16 years.
Right.
So it's funny that when my advice works, People are actually shocked. But that's what you're paying me money for. You're paying me for me guiding you in the right way, and I'll always
Hi, Brian. How are you?
Hi, Brian. Brian already missed, but we will repeat again. For all of your construction needs, contact briananderson.com, and he can help you with any type of home improvement that you might have. Anything. So he has a website, briananderson.com. So now that's...
Sorry, I have my glasses on again. It's the
Sorry.
best way I can see.
So, okay, so guys, continue to tell us your 5 must-haves in a girl. And Kathy, while we're waiting for the guys that are shy, what other questions do we have?
How often should I text the girl I'm talking to?
Okay, this could be a deal breaker with what we have seen
You okay?
lately.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great question.
Yeah, that really was. Oh. Someone on Facebook is calling us.
How does that even happen?
Oh my
You can
God.
call people on Facebook.
Why?
Really?
Yeah.
Just write his
Wonderful
name down
thing.
so we could remember.
Just hit
One of the
decline right there. Yes,
Okay,
thank you.
one of the guys that is
I didn't know you
watching
could
this
do that.
is actually calling us.
Wow,
While
I
we're
didn't
doing
even know you could do that.
Okay,
That's
so-
cool. Everyone, not call
this.
us now, but later.
Not cool. No.
Call us later.
Yes,
That's
definitely
not
call us
now.
later.
Later.
So you're probably calling because Anthony wanted to give us his 5 must-haves. I bet. But if you can,
type it in.
or DM us later.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was actually kind of funny that he did that. Okay, so what were
The
we?
texting.
How
Oh yes,
often?
texting. So I found over the past, say, 3 years, there's so much more miscommunication in the dating world because
Yeah,
of texting.
texting's hard.
So hard.
It's-
There's no emotion in texting.
You
Well,
can easily
Yeah.
misread
Misconstrue.
something
It
so
happens
fast.
all the time.
when you're
sarcastic too.
Even when you're like,
forget that.
Yeah.
but even if
Right.
unless you try to put an LOL or an emoji, but then
You
that
have
could
to.
even still
If you're
sometimes
ever
make
going
it a
to
little
text,
weird. Yeah.
and it's a nice text. Hopefully, you're not sending out mean texts to anybody. But so I'm assuming that you're texting someone and saying it in a nice tone. Always, especially guys, put a smile or a LOL or something because, again, this is the biggest problem that I have seen in dating coaching, and it's something that I hear questions every single day. You know, so and so, I don't like him anymore. You won't pick up the phone. So, guys, pick up the damn.
Margaret.
Hey, Marg, how are you?
Hi, love Mark.
Margaret, we are going to Trainer James today. Lisa and I at 5:00. Do you want to join us? Let us know, Marg.
Write us in.
Now, Margaret has been telling me for weeks that she wasn't able to figure out Facebook Live. So I'm so glad that Margaret has been able to do it.
Oh, she just said hi, girls.
Okay, so Marg,
Yes.
is that a yes? Can you come to Trainer James today at 5:00?
Come join the party.
Yes.
5 o'clock.
Well, as of now, the party is just me and Lisa.
That's a great party.
Yes. Okay, let's see.
Maybe next week, not today.
Okay, what about Sunday morning? By the way, my brother
No.
Kevin's birthday. Who's calling?
Anthony!
Stop calling us!
I
Oh
didn't even know
my
you could do
goodness,
this.
goodness, Anthony, why are you calling us on Facebook Live?
know you could do
All right. Boy, it must be a really important question.
I don't know.
You good, Anthony?
That is real. Anthony, are you okay?
All right.
Should we call 911, Anthony? Anthony, just put in 911 and I will call the police for you.
We got you, Anthony.
Speaking of 911, I can't really talk about the horrific homicide in
Oh
my
my God.
hometown. It is very disturbing. It is, I have the worst pit in my stomach even thinking about it. But, you know, drugs are everywhere. They're terrible. Just don't do drugs. Just say no.
No drugs.
You know, when Laura Bush said that, that was such a very impactful statement that she made. But yeah, drugs are not good, happens in every town. But to hear something like this such a horrific thing happen in your own town is very, very frightening.
And no one thinks it's going to happen to them until it happens. So
exactly. So don't do drugs.
Right.
Yeah, we'll just keep it at that. Of course, I was going to go over the line, but I'll read.
Very sad.
Yes, very sad. Okay, so back to texting. Guys, don't text. Girls, don't text. If you're going to text, make sure it's a nice comment. Follow it up with a LOL or a smile. And just remember, if you pick up the phone, you will get to know that person a lot better.
Yes.
So I think what people do, they use texting as a barrier to keep themselves safe. And they think, okay, I could speed up this relationship by jumping over some important steps that you have to go through in the beginning to get to maybe say sex. Okay.
Yeah,
so if I text, I could ask her certain questions with innuendos to see if she would be open to doing things like that. That is internet dating. Okay, that is not dating at MTN Matchmaking. So, again, don't do that. I don't know any of my girls, and again, they are all beautiful, smart girls with good heads on their shoulders. I don't know any of them that would ever say to me within, say, the first week, boy, I had the best sexting conversation with Paul, just say. Never. I've never had it in all my years. Don't do it. But guys do it on the internet all the time. And the funny thing is that girls do it too.
I know.
They do it, and then once the guy gets what he wants, then it's over.
Right.
And then the girl's like, oh, why'd that end?
And that's when they start with the question. So
yeah, exactly.
Don't do it.
Why doesn't he like me anymore?
Right.
So, these things, when you're doing this so long, they're the same problems in dating that happen over and over to people. So it's very easy for me to be up here and preach what to do and what not to do, but I can assure you I'll never steer you wrong. So,
and then everyone always says, oh, dating sucks. It's not that dating sucks when you go about that way. Just stay away from that path.
That's what Lisa's thinking, because she's the mean one.
That you suck?
I wasn't going to say that, but kidding.
I'm kidding, obviously, too. But so, yes, that was a very, very good analogy. Kathy, other questions?
What should I do if they keep putting off our dates?
Ooh, okay, well, two ways to answer this. If it's at MTN Matchmaking, it's not a problem at all. You would just let us know. We would call up. And typically, because our clients are so successful, they tend to be busy. So if that happens, it really is, and we'll know, because we'll call that guy or the girl who's doing that. We'll find out what it is. So no one's going to lie to us because it wouldn't make sense. They're paying to find the right person. Sorry. Good thing Anthony doesn't have my personal cell phone number. I thought that would be Anthony.
That wasn't Anthony.
Okay, so I lost my train of thought. Is Anthony a stalker?
Anthony.
So, okay. Can you finish
No.
up where you're going?
Yeah, so basically, I personally feel if you have trust in us and you have positive thoughts, just stay calm. If you don't hear from the person, that doesn't mean that they aren't interested in you. That means that they could be busy. And put yourself in their shoes as well.
Right.
And Maureen was saying, we're in the know. We know what's going on. And we're not going to push you off somewhere. So
now, having said that, on the flip side,
that was nice of me.
Say, yes. See, our niceness is rubbing on.
I loved everything about that.
Okay, so now say you meet someone on your own out there, and every time you make a date, the person cancels the date. Oh, I'm so busy with work. Okay, say that happens 3 times in a row. Forget that person.
Yeah.
I don't care how good looking that person is.
Right.
I don't care what the situation is. 3 times in a row, someone blows off a date saying that they're busy with work. They're not into you. And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, everyone's busy. I love this thing that people use, that we all have the same 24 hours. Isn't that great?
That's actually great.
Yeah.
Look at, James, my trainer, say if I ever complain at 7 a.m. when he's over, he'll say, I have a client that gets up, you say you get up at 6. He gets up at, I think, 3 in the morning every day, and he works out. So there is time for all of us
Right.
to do these things. So,
Mhm.
but when it comes to dating, if you do see that you're putting off dates, that is going to transpose into that you're not looking interested. So if you're a guy and you want to impress a girl, don't do that, because that girl's not going to be impressed by you always saying how busy you are.
Right.
So, and Justine had a good point before, in the beginning especially, you have to put your best foot forward. You need to impress a girl, because there's a lot of competition for both men and women out there in the dating world. So if you don't have your A game on when it comes to dating, forget it. No one needs to, especially if you live on Long Island and you know MTN Matchmaking is here. We have 2,000 of the best clients. There's no need to put up with that nonsense on the internet.
Yeah.
Why would you even put up with that for a second? If someone is way too busy, work this, work that, family this, family that, happens 3 times, done, over.
Yeah.
But again, if it happens here, you would let us know. And we did have a situation where a guy was in the hospital. So, the girl was getting frustrated. Meanwhile, we feel awful now that we called him.
Horrible.
And thank God he picked up in the hospital. So here, now in the outside world, you would never, ever know that. Because what guy wants to call a girl in the hospital?
Yeah, and be like, oh, sorry.
By the way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the hospital. That's why. Like,
You want to come visit me?
Can you bring me flowers?
Right.
So let's talk about that. That's, okay. When is guys always ask me this question. That's why I'm saying it. When is it appropriate to give flowers? When is it not?
I am all about flowers.
Yes.
I love flowers.
Yes.
If you gave me to do on the first date, I would
Yes.
love it. I don't care. I love flowers.
Most women that I have met in my 16 years of matchmaking love flowers. So on a first date, if you want to bring a simple thing of flowers, that is going
Even
to
just
really
like
impress.
one. So cute.
Go to 7-Eleven.
Just a
Go
petal.
to 7-Eleven for $3 and
So cute.
buy a single rose. That
Oh
is
my
going
God,
to
I
make
would
that
die.
girl so happy. Go into King Cullen. Now they have beautiful flowers.
King
I get
Cullen.
them
Well,
every
actually,
week.
Lisa, how do you feel about that? She doesn't like that we do this.
I like them
Because
on
she's
like
mean.
That's she's mean. That's why.
second or third date. If you give them
How
the first,
dare you!
You would
I'm
freak. Would
kidding.
you freak out if a guy gave you flowers? No, because not every girl likes flowers. Seriously,
It's
a
not
lot
that I
do,
would
but a lot
freak
don't.
out. I just would prefer it more on the second or third. Until I know I like you,
Oh,
then I'll appreciate it more.
would you?
That's because
would you,
you're feeling guilty.
Would you
if you
still?
don't
Well,
like
that's the
that
thing. Like,
person.
and
you
then I
got-
just got something, and then I was like, okay, well, I don't like you, but thank you. Like, it's just, I don't know.
Yes.
If you got flowers on the first date, though, would that make you like not want to go out with him again? Could that be like a
No.
deal breaker for you? Like it's like too much too soon?
I mean, if it's like a whole bouquet of flowers, it's like no. But if we keep it at like one flower, I'm good to go.
But
There's like
guys,
a flower limit.
but guys, you know what is a really good thing to do? I mean, here, if you're in the program, you would just ask one of us, hey, should I bring so
right.
and so
It
flowers?
depends on the girl.
And it would depend upon the
Yeah, it really does depend. on
But
the
we're talking about a good rule of thumb. So in general terms,
Mhm.
flowers are always really good because it shows that you're
Yeah,
making
it's
an effort, and it shows that you want to impress that girl. So any girl, if she's into you, is going to want to be impressed.
Right.
Now, is there ever a time when it's not appropriate? Yes. Say if a girl is not into a guy, and that guy just, we've heard it a lot of times with our clients that we've had to say to the guy, sorry, we'll match you with someone else. She just doesn't feel the chemistry. But we'll say it in a nice way.
Mm.
Say that guy is continuously giving her flowers to the office, this and that. And she's already made it clear that she's not, feeling it romantically. Don't do that because then it's even creepy.
Yeah, like let it go.
Yes,
Move
you
on.
never want to be creepy
Yeah,
in
no.
dating.
No.
Now,
No.
talking about creepy, Halloween is coming up. And I bet you never thought I'd say those words because anyone that knows me knows I despise Halloween. I'm afraid of it. I only went out last year to a big event for Halloween.
Did you dress up though?
Yes, I
Where
was
were you?
Cupid.
Love
So
it.
now this year, I'm hoping no one's going to have a big event that I'm going to feel pressured to go. but I do have my fallback dress from the Angel Awards that I was going
Can we
to
talk
go.
about the Angel Awards and how great that is?
Well, we're
Rhonda,
guys,
yes, oh my
Literally,
God.
Rhonda,
you
shout out to
have an appointment, so we gotta wrap this up in a few minutes.
Okay, but Rhonda, who is in charge of the Angel Awards, you are such an amazing angel
Yeah.
for putting on
Yeah.
such a wonderful, wonderful display
It was such an amazing day.
of
So much fun.
15, 20 wonderful ladies that I've gotten to know, and I can't wait to get to know them
Yeah.
more. They're business owners that they all give back in some way, shape, or form. Rhonda orchestrated the whole thing. It was top notch from beginning to
Your
end.
speech was great. Everything was just so
It
great.
was so wonderful.
Yeah.
Donna Drake was there. She was fabulous. There was another wonderful girl that was interviewing everyone. John Dallin Jr. was there,
photos
taking
were
great
great.
photos.
Mhm.
His photos were really nice. Thank
Yeah.
you, John, for that. So the Angel Awards, this was the second annual, and I really look forward to getting to know all of my fellow angels. So thank you, Rhonda, for that. So don't forget that if you need tickets for the football games and all those things, our friends at A1 VIP Entertainment, Brendan and Matt, they will help you. You can find them at a1vipentertainment.com. And if you have any construction needs, you need anything done in your home, then look up briananderson.com and he could help you out with that. So we thank you all for joining. We had such a great
time with you
outcome
guys
today. We appreciate it. Tune in next week, Facebook Live, also at 1 p.m., where again we'll be talking about love, sex, and fitness. And ahead of time, if you'd like to email us, email any dating questions like we did today. We answered them all.
Yes.
To Maureen at mtnmatchmaking.com. And if you're single, if you're a nice quality person, if you're emotionally stable, financially stable, and looking for a committed relationship, check out our website at mtnmatchmaking.com or just call us at 1-888-31-MATCH and you will meet me personally and privately in my Melville office for a free consultation. So happy dating to everyone and have a great weekend.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.